Hey everybody, welcome back to another TechBiz tutorial. We're doing some Dreamweaver and we're learning how to add hyperlinks. So let's go ahead and get started. I will go to Create, New, and I'm going to come up with a name for this page. I will just call this one Hyperlinks 1, alright, for the title of it. It doesn't really matter what I call it, this is just for practice. And basically hyperlinks are what allow us to click on something and it takes us to another page. The whole reason why we have the World Wide Web, the whole reason why we have the internet is to utilize hyperlinks. So it makes sense that we spend some videos here or use some videos to help us kind of learn different ways we can do this. So I've created this page and got it set up. Now I need to go up to Site, just like we've done with our other videos if you've been following along, and I will go to New Site, and it's going to ask me where I want to put this, and I have these folders already created. I've been using this HTML practice folder to store my other tutorial video web pages in if you've been following along, and so as you can see, I have a few other projects here planned, and I already have the folders in here for them. So since this is my intro to hyperlinks, I'm going to select my Hyperlinks 1 folder that I created. If you don't have that folder, just go ahead and create it at this time, and then select that folder. Then I will go to Select Folder, click on the button, and then for the site name, I will call this Hyperlinks 1, just to make it easy to remember. I'll click Save. So I've defined my site, and now I need to save my HTML file here. So I will go File and Save As. And I make sure up here that I'm in my HTML Practice and Hyperlinks 1 folder, and I will call this index.html because that's what I call my home page on all of these. That's what we should be doing. So then I'll click Save. Alright, so far so good. The second thing I want to do is I actually want to make another new page, so I'll go to File and New, and for the title of this second page is going to be Page 2. Alright, so we're making a 2-page website. And I already have the site created, so I can just go up here to File and Save As, and I'm going to put it in the same folder as my index, and I will call this page2.html and save. Alright, so 2 pages here, and it keeps the tabs form up there for me, so I can go back and forth between the 2 pages. Alright, so to start off with, I'm going to put in 2 lines of text, alright, and these are going to be what I'm going to be using to link to different areas. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go click for page 2, alright, and then after that I will press enter. And then I will go click for Google. Alright, so I'm going to make 2 different types of links here. The first link that I'm going to do is going to take me to page 2 inside my defined site. Alright, so because this is a link to a page that is included in the same site, in other words, both of these files are housed in the same directory or the same folder, these are going to be called relative hyperlinks. Alright, and so I can click and drag over this text, and then if I go up to Window and I go to Properties, this little window here has some important things in here for me. Alright, so one of the things I can do is I can go here to Link, and I can select a link that I want it to go to. I could either type it in there, or because this is a relative link, I can actually click on this folder and I can select page 2 and click OK. Alright, and then you'll see the link there just says page2.html. I don't have to put http://www.mysite.com/page2.html. I don't have to put all that stuff in there because this is a relative link. So it's going to know when it sees page 2 on here that it's supposed to go directly to page 2, which is found in the same folder as my index.html. Pretty cool. Alright, so I will go to File and Save All, and then I will go down here to I have this folder handy so I can open up my page and look at it. So I'm going to go to Index and open that up in a browser, and ooh, really cool page. I'll click here, go click for page 2, and you can see it took me on page 2. Now we're assuming that works because, you know, of the code on there and everything that we did. Now what we can do is on page 2 I could type in, if I click on this tab up here, I could say this is page 2. Alright, and then I could, underneath that, I could type in go back to page 1. Alright, so with that in there, and I should actually probably, and I'm just going to put these elements in here using my paragraph tag so it's on 2 separate lines. And again, this isn't anything that's looking pretty or anything. I just want to show you how to use these hyperlinks and how they would work. You can make them fit to whatever style you want, but I have, this is page 2, go back to page 1. Alright, so I'll go Save All, and then I will now go ahead and I will select go back to page 1. And sometimes when you highlight it, it comes up right away. There's actually a little link here where I could click on that link, and I can either type in index.html, or I can click on the little folder since it's saved there, and I'm going to double click index. Alright, it works the exact same way as if I would have just gone up to Window and gone to Properties, and you can see it has the link there for me. I just entered it in a different place. It just kind of matters whatever way works best for you. Alright, so go up to File and Save All. You always want to go Save All so it saves all your pages. Alright, and then I'll go back here. I'm going to go to Index and click here for page 2. Boom, this is page 2. Go back to page 1. Takes me back to page 1. Okay, so that's how we would link to other pages in our site. Now later we will learn how to make like a cool looking navigation menu that actually looks nice. This is just showing you the basics of how we would link text. And again, this is a relative hyperlink. Now sometimes you want to link to pages that are not on your site. Alright, and in those cases we would call those absolute hyperlinks. Alright, so I'm going to select this here, click for Google, and then if I go up to Window and I go down to Properties again, now I'll go here to Link, and I can't just type in the name of the site. I have to do the whole URL because this page is not found in my Hyperlinks 1 folder. Alright, it's not in there. It's on some other place. So since I want this to go to Google, I'm going to go http://www.google.com. Alright, so I had to type in the whole thing on there to link to that. Alright, so I'll make sure that's in there. I pressed enter, and you'll notice down here it automatically puts those A tags. So for those of you who have done the regular HTML stuff with me, and we use like Notepad++, we put in an A tag and would have to physically type that, but just by going here to the link, it automatically puts it in there for us. Pretty nice. Alright, so I'm going to close out of that, and I will go File, Save All, and let's check this out again. I'll go back to Index. Alright, I'll make sure I'm refreshed and everything on here, And if I click here to page 2, go back to page 1, that's my relative hyperlinks, and then let's see if my absolute hyperlink works. I click here, and it took us to Google. Awesome. So that's how, in the most simplest sense, that we create hyperlinks that go to other pages in our site and also to other sites on the web. Thanks for watching, and be sure to kind of follow along so you can see when the next video tutorial is released, where we will show how to make bookmark hyperlinks. Thanks for watching.